Give them another hand for all of their efforts. I run, it's not the food or you, it's just the way it is. I'm going for the benches before y'all get there. So, a different bench.
Leading by example and being the best person to represent our program as an ambassador to other programs and other communities and other people as much as you can. And it's about servant leadership to the other members of the group. And I think that you'll see that in the 3 students that led the Banquet major this year. So we would like to give them a round of applause and a gift to thank them for all of their hard work. Mr. Micah Rhodes. Mr. Louis Brown. And Miss Christine Breeden. And they have some awards that they would like to present, so I'm going to call them forward to do that.
Hello. So we have some awards to give out to some students. The first one is the best secret comedian, because you would never guess that he's really, really funny when you first meet him, because he's pretty quiet when you first meet him. Clay Vargas. And the next person we would like to give an award to is the one who has a pretty cool marimba solo at the end of song 2 and had a really artistic retardando. So the best retardando award goes to Brandon Heininger. And the next award goes to 4 different people because, as Miss P, I think, mentioned before, somebody about like guard throwing stuff on benches, and that can be dangerous. The awards for most beat up by benches go to Cami Carlson, Preston Bledsoe, Ryan Haas, and Allison McKenzie. And next we have the best marching piano, which goes to Erica Evans. And Nicholas could not be here tonight, but he's the best marching double reed.
Wow, that's such a happy child. So one day I asked him what he was singing, and he had made up a song, because you know, junior high is brutal. Okay, brutal. So he made up a song to make himself feel better about being Louis Brown. And I think one day it'll be a top hit on iTunes. You know, when the band would have a particularly down day, then we'd have to sing the Louis song. But we think you should all hear it one last time, don't we think? What do we think?
My name is Louis Brown. My name is Louis Brown. I am fat and round. I got big jugs. I give big hugs.
Lots of love in this room. We'd like to go on and acknowledge the leadership team. And, you know, we'd like to say we are geniuses and we can do this on our own. That's simply not true. Without having a great group of students and a great leadership team that's really willing to dig in and to help each other, we'll share that secret because there's no other competing bands in this room. Our secret to finals is our kids help each other. Don't tell me much. And that's the truth. And they really dig in and care about each other, and they care about each other's success, and that's what gets them in. We really feel strongly about that. And this year's leadership team may have been younger in some ways and older in some ways, and we tried some new things. Anything from the barbecue at my house, I don't remember where I had to walk around my neighborhood blindfolded, picking up things, and then they all decided to deliver them in my backyard, which I don't even know what they were picking up, but they've done all these things, and then sectionals with their sections, and I've seen some strange rituals that have appeared in order to get their teams excited. So we really want to recognize, because you don't know how much work they do in the background. You know, you see them out there marching and doing their thing, and at the end they do a little hype, but it's way beyond that. The time they spend in a practice room, the time they spend texting their section to make sure they have their shoes, their socks, their whatever it is that they need. Or just consoling them after a tough rehearsal, or a tough show, Edwardsville was. So, you know, but all of those things they learn to do for each other. And we really have appreciated this year's leadership team. We think they've gone above and beyond, so we got them a little present. So we're going to have them all line up in front, the entire leadership team. We'd like to say a huge thank you on behalf of everyone for all their hard work.
We got each of them this fancy music keychain so they can keep track of their phone. I don't know. So on behalf of us and your sections and all the parents and everyone, he's really, really proud. We would like to say thank you for all your hard work, standing on the benches, falling off the benches, picking up the benches, moving the benches, picking up the wall, moving the wall, holding the chart, so we keep going, braiding the hair, putting on the makeup. Oh yeah, all of those things. Not looking at Jack.